Opus Dei, which translates to work of God in Latin, is an institution within the Roman Catholic Church officially known as the Prelature of the Holy Cross and Opus Dei. Founded in 1928 by Spanish priest Saint Josemaria Escrivá, its mission is to promote the idea that every person is called to holiness and that all honest work can be sanctified through faith and dedication to God. Opus Dei often finds itself at the center of controversy and intrigue, frequently depicted in sensational narratives that blur the lines between fact and fiction. In this exploration, we will delve into the true nature of Opus Dei, shedding light on its mission, beliefs, and the misunderstandings that have shaped its public image. Opus Dei has a political agenda. The only thing Opus Dei has to say about politics is what the Church says, and many of the Church's social teachings leave room for different opinions on concrete political questions. In these opinionable matters, Opus Dei members make their own decisions just like other faithful Catholics. Politics, whether civil or ecclesial, is simply not Opus Dei's institutional focus. Opus Dei's focus is on providing spiritual guidance to help people deepen their faith and integrate it with their daily life. While some may perceive Opus Dei as a secretive organization with a political agenda, the reality is quite different. The institution is not involved in orchestrating political strategies or influencing government policies. Instead, it is dedicated to spiritual growth and encouraging its members to live out their faith in their everyday lives. Members of Opus Dei are free to engage in political discussions and decisions, but these choices are personal and not dictated by the organization. In fact, Opus Dei respects the diversity of opinions among its members and encourages everyone to make their own informed choices. Just like any other group of faithful Catholics, their primary mission is to help individuals find holiness in their daily routines, whether that means being a better parent, a more ethical business person, or simply contributing positively to their communities. So, the next time you hear someone claim that Opus Dei has a political agenda, remember that their true focus is on nurturing faith and providing spiritual guidance, rather than engaging in political maneuvering. Opus Dei is a secret society. The Opus Dei Prelature publishes the names of all its priests and all its international and regional directors. Like dioceses and parishes, it does not publish lay members' names. Neither do health clubs, and people deserve as much privacy in their spiritual affairs as they do in medical matters. Members, however, are more than happy to tell their family and acquaintances of their membership. The idea that Opus Dei operates as a secret society is more fiction than fact. If Opus Dei were truly a secretive organization, it would be hard to explain why they publish the names of their priests and directors. It's not exactly the kind of behavior you'd expect from a group plotting in the shadows. Imagine if they were actually secretive. You'd have to whisper Opus Dei like it was a password to a speakeasy, and members would be wearing trench coats and fedoras while exchanging knowing glances. In reality, the only thing secret about Opus Dei is how they manage to keep their meetings so low-key, like a health club where everyone is focused on their own workouts rather than gossiping about the latest trends. Members of Opus Dei are not hiding in the shadows. They are openly engaged in their communities and are more than willing to discuss their membership with friends and family. While it's true that lay members' names are not published for privacy reasons, this is no different from many organizations that respect the confidentiality of their members. Just as you wouldn't expect to see a list of gym members posted on the wall, Opus Dei values the privacy of its lay members in their spiritual journeys. Opus Dei brainwashes, coerces, or pressures members and potential members. The notion that Opus Dei brainwashes or coerces its members is more fiction than fact. If Opus Dei were truly a master of mind control, you'd think they'd have a more glamorous recruitment strategy. Perhaps a flashy infomercial featuring testimonials from satisfied members, complete with catchy jingles. Instead, what they offer is straightforward spiritual guidance aimed at helping individuals grow in their faith. In reality, Opus Dei places a strong emphasis on personal freedom and responsibility. The organization encourages its members to make their own choices about their spiritual journeys, much like choosing between coffee or tea in the morning. Both are good options, and it's entirely up to you. The Pope and bishops would not support an institution that undermines individual freedom, and Opus Dei's commitment to respect this freedom is evident in its practices. Some may misinterpret the teachings and guidance provided by Opus Dei as coercive, but this is often a misunderstanding of the nature of faith. Just because someone offers you a map doesn't mean they're forcing you to take a specific route. Opus Dei simply aims to help individuals navigate their spiritual lives, encouraging them to integrate their faith into everyday activities. Members are not subjected to pressure. Rather, they are invited to participate in a community that values personal growth and holiness. If someone feels pressured, it's likely because they're grappling with their own beliefs, not because Opus Dei is twisting their arm. In fact, many members are proud to share their experiences and the positive impact Opus Dei has had on their lives, freely discussing their membership with family and friends. Opus Dei makes its members practice dangerous corporal mortifications. The notion that Opus Dei forces its members to engage in dangerous corporal mortifications is a gross misrepresentation. While some celibate members do practice traditional forms of penance like using a cilice or discipline, these customs are not harmful and are undertaken with guidance. The cilice, a small metal chain worn around the thigh, causes mild discomfort but does not hinder normal activities. The discipline, a rope whip used for a few minutes weekly, is made of cotton string and weighs less than 2 ounces. These practices are far from the bloody, masochistic depictions often portrayed in sensational narratives. Opus Dei emphasizes that these sacrifices are not an end in themselves, but a means to grow in love for God and neighbor. The organization encourages small sacrifices in everyday life, such as persevering in work when tired or listening patiently to others. Corporal mortification plays a secondary role, with the primary focus being love of God and service to others. It's important to note that these practices are not unique to Opus Dei. They have a long history in the Catholic Church and have been used by many revered saints and figures. The Church allows these customs as long as they are not harmful to health and are undertaken with proper guidance. So while Opus Dei does encourage some traditional forms of penance among its celibate members, these practices are neither dangerous nor a central focus of the organization. They are undertaken voluntarily and with proper precautions, unlike the sensationalized portrayals in popular fiction. Opus Dei's status as a personal prelature cuts it loose from oversight by the bishops. Like a diocese, a personal prelature is overseen by the Holy See. Additionally, Opus Dei receives permission from local bishops before starting apostolic work in their dioceses and keeps diocesan bishops informed about its activities. The guidance it offers its members pertains only to matters connected with its mission, which is educating people about the universal call to holiness and helping them fulfill this call in their daily life. The members of the prelature remain members of their diocese and are subject to their local bishop, just like other Catholics. The idea that Opus Dei operates without any oversight from bishops is a common misconception. In reality, being a personal prelature means that Opus Dei is still very much part of the Catholic Church's structure and is overseen by the Holy See, just like any diocese. It's not a free-for-all where members can run wild without guidance. If Opus Dei were truly cut loose from oversight, you might imagine them hosting their own version of a reality show, complete with dramatic confessions and plot twists. Instead, they operate under the watchful eye of the Church, ensuring that their activities align with Catholic teachings. Before Opus Dei can embark on any apostolic work in a diocese, they must first seek permission from the local bishop. This requirement is not just a formality. It reflects the collaborative spirit of the Church. Opus Dei keeps diocesan bishops informed about its activities, ensuring that there's communication and cooperation at all levels. It's more like a team effort than a solo mission, with Opus Dei working alongside local bishops to promote the Church's mission. Moreover, the guidance Opus Dei provides its members is specifically focused on deepening their spiritual lives and helping them integrate their faith into everyday activities. Members of Opus Dei remain part of their local diocese and are subject to the authority of their bishops, just like any other Catholic. This means that while Opus Dei has its unique mission, it operates within the broader framework of the Church, adhering to the same standards and expectations. Thanks for tuning in to our deep dive into Opus Dei. If you found this video enlightening, you're definitely going to want to stick around for what's coming next. We're tackling part 1 of Debunking Myths on Catholicism, where we'll dive into some of the most common misunderstandings about the Catholic faith. From misconceptions about Catholic teachings to clarifying what Catholics really believe, we're covering it all. So, make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on this exciting exploration into Catholicism. Let's keep debunking myths together.